Hi guys, it's Ksenia. Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I am doing the monthly declutter. As you can tell, I've been doing many declutters. The start of all these declutters started last year, pretty much once I said that I'm going to be moving and needing to be very strict with the size of my perfume collection. My perfume collection has gone up to 300. I think it might have gone up to over 300 perfumes at one point. And not even just because of moving, but I never ever want my collection to be that high. Because moving or not, it is just not manageable. There's absolutely no way to show love to every single perfume because there's so many and it's overwhelming. Maybe it's okay for some people. I'm never gonna judge you for how many perfumes you have, okay? Because I have a lot and I've had a lot. But personally, I am on this downsizing kick in pretty much every area in my life. I've decluttered so much stuff and it feels good every single time. I have no idea where I stand with my collection right now. I haven't counted exactly, but I would hope that it's under 200. I think my goal is to get it to under 150. That's my goal, but we'll see. I still don't know how many perfumes I'm gonna move with. I definitely don't want it to be 200 because that's just gonna make it really difficult. Plus, once I go over there, I'm gonna wanna buy perfumes over there too. Quick disclaimer, I shouldn't even have to be making this. Some people get so mad when you declutter perfumes that you said that you like because somehow as humans we're not allowed to change our minds. Every time I mention that people get upset when I declutter, people in the comments are like, what? Like, why do people care what you declutter? And that's exactly my thought process too. I get it. I feel like we've grown attached to a lot of these perfumes, especially perfumes that you see me declutter where in the past I may have said, I love this perfume, but guys, I'm a human being. My job is smelling and reviewing fragrances. I literally purchase perfumes on a weekly basis. I'm constantly smelling new perfumes and constantly finding new loves. And naturally, when you get attached to new perfumes, you kind of forget the old ones. I know it's sad, but it's the reality of being a perfume reviewer. I feel like if I wasn't even a perfume reviewer, and even if I didn't make videos, I would still have a big collection of perfumes. Maybe not as big as it is. I would still be trying new fragrances, letting go of, like, I feel like that's the way of life. People don't get upset when people fall out of love with actual people. So I don't understand how people get so upset when you fall out of love with a perfume. Like, relax guys, it's not that serious. At this point, because I've done so many declutters, my collection has been more and more catered to what I love, and it is now getting so hard to declutter. It was so hard to do this declutter, and you actually saw me in real time decluttering these perfumes because I made an entire organize / declutter my entire perfume collection with me video, which I will link up here if you're interested in seeing that. You can see in that video how many perfumes that I have, and you'll see me declutter these and kind of go through the thought process of, do I want to get rid of them, do I not, but at the same time I need to be strict and let go. So yeah, anyways, all fragrances, as always, are all listed on my Mercari. My Mercari shop is the first link in my description box. So head on over there if you want to purchase any of the scents that I tell you are available today. Since I made that declutter and organize me video, a lot of perfumes are already gone that I don't even have with me here because I've already shipped them out to you. So this video is also going to be kind of letting you know what's left. The fragrances that I'm going to show you today and that I'm going to tell you are available, they are available as of right now. Things sell pretty quickly, so go on there, see what's available, and snatch it up before it's gone. So with all that being said, let's get straight into it. I'm going to start with the perfumes that are still available, and then I'm going to get to the ones that are already sold. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and turn your post notifications on, and let's get started. And also, I added 3 new listings to my Mercari since my declutter video, so let me start with those. These are available. I literally just added them, so you guys are getting the first scoop on here. I actually ended up getting rid of Michael Kors Wonderlust because this scent is really beautiful. It's very jasmine heavy. It's super feminine. It smells like the springtime. I find it really sexy, but it's a very jasmine forward scent. I feel like I already have a huge love for my Alien, which is like one of the most jasmine dominant fragrances ever, and I just figured I'd stick with that. I also have the Calvin Klein Beauty, which is also kind of similar to this jasmine-y vibe that this one has, and I just didn't want a huge collection of these type of scents, so I figured I would let go of this. I really enjoy this, so I hope you guys enjoy this, but it just wouldn't get much use if it stayed in my collection. So that's the first new recently added declutter. And then I showed these two in the end of my organize and declutter with me video. video as fragrances that I decluttered, and then I kind of was hesitant to put them up, but I did list these and they are up for purchase right now. First one is Refuge Adore. I used to have another one that I sold, and I figured I would just keep one of them because this is a really nice scent. It's a really nice like gym everyday go-to scent if you're into freshies, feminine, just make you smell kind of clean type fragrances. This is really nice, but I don't use it. And then I also listed Rosewood by Banana Republic. This scent has given me so many issues as far as not knowing if I should list it or not, because I'm just so back and forth with it. Like, I'm like, I like it. Do I like it enough to keep it? No, I do like it. It's like this whole battle that I've been having, but no. It's gonna get listed and you guys can purchase this. This smells like makeup to me, so I think that's why I held on to it for so long, because I love these type of scent profiles, but I have so many of these scents. I'm like, please, you don't need another one. And let me get to the ones that are still available that I talked about even in my Organize and Declutter With Me video. First up is Very Sexy Oasis. I really loved this when I first picked it up, but it's again one of those scents that, I'm gonna say this a lot in this video, but I don't use. It's really feminine. It smells very clean, but there's also like this sexiness about it, like this woody vibe, but it's very musky in the best way. It's a very clean musk. Doesn't smell like that weird type of musk that I'm sure we all hate. Like, even smelling this now, I'm like, I need to stop doing this because I put these up for a reason. I need to stop smelling them, because if I re-smell them, then I re-fall in love with them, and no. I have to use the same logic as when I do declutters for my closet. It's like, if you haven't worn it in like 2 years, you're not gonna wear it. I listed Be Extra Delicious. This is still available. This is like a sweet, fresh type of scent. If you're familiar with the original Be Delicious, which is like the green apple one, that one literally smells like green apple. This one is basically taking the freshness, the juicy fruitiness of that, and adding almost like a pink sugar sort of vibe. So it's very girly, very pink smelling, but still has like a fresh vibe about it. So it's really good. It's just not gonna get used. I decluttered my Eternity by Calvin Klein. This I actually really enjoyed. I know when I hauled it, there was a few people in the comments being like, I predict that's gonna be in a future declutter. And I was like, no, I really like this. And I truly did like it. I wore it a couple times after that. But then I was like, this is really nice. I really enjoy it, but I already have my go-to freshies that I love, love, love. And I feel like after I get my initial sort of infatuation phase with this, because it's a new scent and I'm like excited about it, after that it's gonna die down and end up being those scents that I just don't use. So yeah, again, for the sake of being strict, I'm letting go of it. If I didn't have to be strict and I wasn't trying to downsize, I would have kept this guy because I really like it. It smells so feminine to me. It's a lot of florals, but it works. Something about it really works. Like, it smells like the springtime, like just fresh blooming florals, and super heavenly and wedding like. It just feels really pure to me, so I really like that. But gotta go. I think you guys are a little shocked to see Shagaf Oud ended up being in this declutter, because I literally just hauled this in my Air fragrance haul, and I tried to wear it after that. Even when I got it, I was just kind of like, this is very strong, but like, I didn't hate it. I liked something about it I really liked. But then I wore it and I'm like, this is too strong even for me. It's a little too powerful. This is a dupe. It's been said to be like a spot on dupe for Oud Bouquet by Lancome, which is a very, very high-end fragrance. And I like this. There's a lot of oud in it, but there's also a lot of sweetness. There was a lot of people that told me in the comments, no, don't get rid of that. You just need to let it macerate, and then it gets so sweet and delicious. But I honestly don't feel like I'm gonna get use out of this. It's just a little too strong for my liking. I don't think my nose is used to this level of oud. It's pretty, and there's definitely something that makes me want to keep it. Again, if I didn't have to declutter, this probably would not be in this declutter video, but I need to downsize, so it's gotta go. I added Finery Before the Rainbow. I love this. This is a dupe for Wood Sage and Sea Salt by Jo Malone, which is one of my all-time favorite scents, but I do have my Dossier version of it, which is the dupe for the Wood Sage and Sea Salt. It smells exactly like it to me, and I figured I would just keep that and let go of this. I use this a little bit, so I made a tiny little dent in it, which I definitely kept in mind when I priced this, but This smells amazing. So woody, so crisp. If you're into aromatic, citrusy, woody kind of scents, much like MAC Turquatic, for example, you're gonna love Before the Rain. And then these are the last two scents that are still available, along with everything I just showed. L'Interdit by Givenchy. I used to be so obsessed. I remember when I bought this, I was like, I just discovered the most amazing scent ever. And at that time it was, but I've tried so many amazing perfumes. I bought this like a year or two ago. I feel like I bought this when I first started my perfume collection. So this was one of my first big girl perfumes, because when I first started, I was still into Ari, Juicy Couture, and all these more juvenile, girly kind of scents. And this, I feel like, was my first big girl scent. And I barely used it. How was I so in love with this? And I literally, it is full to the brim. Like, it cannot be any more full than it is. This is a very strong scent. It smells like bubblegummy because it has tuberose. There's a lot of sweetness in it. It smells very feminine to me, and it's really pretty. I just don't use it for whatever reason. I need to stop resmelling these because I'm gonna end up putting them back in my collection, but no, that's gonna go. Be You Absolute Me. I declutter this because this is a dupe for Bon Bon by Viktor and Ralph, which I don't feel like I need. It's so pretty, actually. This smells so feminine. Pink florals, very sweet in a not sickly sweet type of way. But I have so many perfumes in my collection with this type of scent profile, so I feel very okay with decluttering this. That was the last scent that is available. So all the perfumes I just showed you are available as of right now to purchase. And let's now get started with the fragrances that are sold. So I'm gonna have to go on my Mercari to look at all these fragrances. First up, I still have this because this literally just sold right now, so I have yet to ship it. This is Paco Rabanne Lady Million. I decluttered this because it is a very sexy perfume, but it reminds me a little bit of Olympea. It reminds me of just a lot of perfumes that I already have in my collection, so I didn't feel like I need it. I really love the bottle though. It's gorgeous, and like the gold at the top, it's such a sexy fragrance. So whoever bought this, you're definitely gonna love that, but it wasn't for me anymore. Then, oh, this was probably the most controversial one that I got rid of, Vanilla Sky by Skylar. I loved this perfume and still love it, but I have discovered some of my favorite vanillas. Skylar Vanilla Sky smells like warm cappuccino. It is one of the most delicious gourmands. It smells so warm. It is so sweet. The vanilla is so rich, and I love that scent. I've always loved it. But I'm gonna be honest, I think I like the older formulation of it better, which I did declutter after I got the new one. I used that one a little bit more than the newer formulation, and once I got the new one, I wore it a few times and then I stopped wearing it because I discovered other warm vanillas like Sabrina Carpenter's Sweet Tooth, which I fell in love with, Eilish by Billie Eilish, and just so many other warm vanillas that I love, 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 that just smell so sexy to me. So eventually I feel like it just got replaced. There's also a lot of body sprays from Bath & Body Works that have come out that kind of smell like that kind of sweet, warm coffee cappuccino type scent. So I just feel like I had a lot of replacements for this scent, so I felt okay with decluttering it. Then I got rid of Mademoiselle by Aero. This was just, again, a scent that I had in my collection. It smelled similar to like Ari and a bunch of celebrity perfumes. And then I also got rid of Ciao by Vince Camuto. Very berry-like scent, but it's almost like a clone to me of Be Enchanted by Bath & Body Works, which I actually liked having the perfume of because I layered it a few times with that scent and just other berry-rich kind of scents. And it was a nice combo, but I felt like I could still achieve the scent with just using my body sprays. So decluttered it. Then I decluttered Roberto Cavalli. This was another one that was a little bit shocking because I talk about it pretty often on my channel as being like a very, very expensive smelling perfume that is so inexpensive. It's literally like a dupe to Deja Vu by Kayali. So really good. I didn't use it, okay? Like, I'm sorry I sound like a broken record in this video, but truth be told, I just did not use it that much. So I decluttered it, but I'm always gonna recommend that perfume. I decluttered Juicy Couture Viva La Juicy. This was also pretty shocking, and when I was going to it, like thinking if I should declutter it or not, I was like, I don't want to declutter this, but I think I should because I wear my Tease by Victoria's Secret so much more. And if you didn't know, Tease by Victoria's Secret is the better version of Viva La Juicy. It's stronger and it's more long lasting, and I've been using it for years. So I felt okay with letting go of Viva La Juicy. I also have a lot of Juicy Couture kind of scents that have similar-ish scent profiles to that I use more than it. So yeah, I decluttered it. And then I decluttered a bunch of fragrance oils by Oil Perfumery. I had Gucci Bloom, Effing Fabulous, Lost Cherry, and Love Don't Be Shy. Some of these fragrances, I already have the actual perfumes in my collection, so I didn't want oils of them. And then Effing Fabulous and Lost Cherry, which I don't have. They're just scents I don't really use. I do love Lost Cherry though, but I do have a perfume version of Lost Cherry. I didn't feel like I need the oils, but these oils by Oil Perfumery are really nice, especially for layering. It just like intensifies it. And of course it's an oil, so it's super concentrated. So it's nice if you want to smell super strong, but again, it just wasn't like a need for me. And then the last little bundle that I listed that's already sold was just a bunch of travel size perfumes. 2 of them were for Private Show by Britney Spears, which were rollerballs, and I never use rollerballs. And then Perfect by Marc Jacobs. I got that scent when I was contemplating if I should have bought the bigger size, and I'm really glad I bought the travel size because I never even used the travel size. It's just, Marc Jacobs scents just are not that unique in my opinion. Decadence was good, but again, I just never used it, so I decluttered it. But I feel like other than Decadence, I haven't come across a Marc Jacobs scent where I'm like, this smells amazing. But I know a lot of people love Perfect. It's like an almondy, sort of nutty, sweet, fresh kind of scent. It's just okay to me. And then the other ones, Women by Calvin Klein. I have the full size, didn't need the travel size. And then there's this like Kristen S perfume that I got. So it's just like random, I never used it. Those were all the scents that I decluttered. This declutter was already super, super hard to do. And I think after this, having to do declutters, I'm actually gonna be very stressed about it because at this point, I love, like love each and every perfume that I have in my collection. So it is going to start getting really, really hard. I need to go actually in my collection and count all the perfumes that I have because like I said, I hope that I'm under 2 and my goal is to be under 150. If you're interested in any of the scents that I showed in this video, check out my Mercari. It's the first link in my description box. But that is it for me today. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!